Hey, it's Fight One Goose, AB Boxing News. Here with my man King Rye, the champ. What's going on, champ? How's everything?
Nothing much. Just starting up the day. Hold up, my bad.
Nah, it's all good, bro.
Just chilling. Just in my house. Just finished running.
Nice, nice. I want to start out by saying happy late birthday again, champ. Still very young in the game, man. How you feeling overall?
You said how am I feeling?
Yeah,
I'm feeling good. It's been a weird year. It's been a very weird year, and been trying to adjust and looking forward, and now it's about to happen, I think.
What is one thing you learned about yourself, champ, during this whole quarantine pandemic era?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. You were breaking up.
Oh, I was saying, what is one thing you learned about yourself during the pandemic?
What I learned was I'm a people person, and I don't like being inside.
I feel you, champ. There's a lot of news swirling around, with the whole boxing and whatnot. What's the update with yourself and Luke Campbell?
Just what you guys been hearing, that we almost have a deal done, and we're just, I think, finalizing the final details. But I'm ready. I said yes to everything. I'm ready to fight.
One thing I revere about you, Ryan, I respect about you, is that you are very vocal in your success. You don't hold nothing back. You let the criticisms not get the best of you. And I always tell every young fighter that that's what you need to do, to like that adversity, because you're young. Anybody could get criticized, right? But you've been able to surpass those criticisms. Like, that teaches me that your parents have raised you the right way. And also it shows that you're maturing very fast at a very young age.
I've been getting criticism, I think, since I first started. I don't remember me not having any type of criticism, so I kind of just grew up with that. Even the amateurs, people would like to criticize my skills. They like to criticize my style. I remember before going to the pros, they were saying that my style wasn't going to fit the pros. I've been hearing everything for my whole life, so I think I got to just stick to myself, and that's what I've been doing. Lately, I haven't even been worried about IG. I haven't been worried about anything, because I just been focusing on myself, staying ahead of everybody, making sure that I have to keep working on things that I need to work on. So I don't even pay attention to what people write anymore. I never even really look at my comments. Whenever I post, I just let it be. And then whatever they're saying in the media, I don't even check anymore at all. Like, I literally I don't check.
Yeah.
I don't know other way to explain it. I don't check one single thing. A couple times if I go on Twitter and I see people yapping, I'll say one little thing and then get off. Because at the end of the day, who cares? Like, they just keep talking about me. It's like, it kind of gets old with the same thing they say, IG, this, that, and my thing is, what else do you guys got to say? Like, I don't understand. What are you guys so mad about IG? IG is just a platform.
Yeah.
I'm just being the same as any other fighter. I'm trying to fight other people. I'm not calling them out. I'm saying I would fight these guys. I would fight King. I would fight all these guys. It's not anything abnormal, but they take it so to heart when I say it, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, and I always get mad at people because instead of us focusing on the good things you do as a fighter, as a father, as a person, they always find a way to come at you for a little something that they're not pleased with, right? But it shows you also that you're living, quote unquote, right, the American dream at a very young age. Who else is living the life that you have in terms of the success at a very young age? So I want you to know that it's a good thing if you get criticized, because people wish to be in your position, champ, and you got a huge responsibility in your hands, champ.
Yeah, I definitely do. I know that a lot of kids are looking up to me, and actually, there's this kid in Texas. He has his terminal cancer, and they gave him a last wish, and I'm gonna fly out to Texas because his last wish was to meet me. So that's what I'm gonna do soon. I think we're going through the process. It's just crazy how much people I touch, and that's just through what people hate on social media.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because look at all these kids on this fire that want a box, and it's just sad seeing people hate on. Just I spread love. You never see me hate on anybody. Even if they're a good fighter, I'd be like, you know what, they're a good fighter, and I want to fight them. It's not even hate. And I tell people when they ask me about Haney, Davis, anybody, I say good things, and I say, you know what, this dude got skills. We all got skills. I don't know why. I don't think they hate on me, but I just see a lot of other fighters hate on me, and it's just crazy to me. It's like, man, you guys are weird. Just I feel like I'm doing something good for boxing. I think I'm literally gonna carry it because that's where it's heading. To that generation, to our generation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm carrying that. I'm bringing boxing. Boxing wouldn't die, but it needs a couple social phenoms.
Yeah.
It needs a couple because that's where it's heading to. Look at. A lot of sports are gonna head that way, and it's just the time. You get hype from social media. That's just what it is. If LeBron was in our age, he would probably be the biggest thing on social media. If he was, that 17-year-old phenom.
Yeah.
Just like you see LaMelo Ball and all these other guys, Mikey Williams, all these basketball players, they're super hyped up because of social media. The same thing would happen with LeBron. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, don't hate on it. Just be like, all right, Ryan Garcia is just in that position,
Yeah.
I was just blessed to be in that position, and that's that.
And that's the key word. You say blessed, right? I don't think any other fighter besides you, right? When there's a Ryan Garcia fight, there is grandmas, 5-year-olds, granddaughters, aunties, uncles. You have them all. You have all the demographics. I'll give you props for that. You're the only one right now currently that brings all types of demographic fans to the boxing world and the YouTube world.
Yeah, I'm even getting my YouTube numbers up. I was watching my YouTube. I'm like, man, it's doing pretty good. I'm even gonna do collabs with it. That's what I've been focusing on, more YouTube, not so much Instagram. But I have a couple big collabs coming up. My YouTube channel. I'm gonna do a YouTube series. YouTube's gonna do their own YouTube series for 30 days before my fight, so that's going to be the first time YouTube ever gets involved with boxing.
Congrats, champ.
So I'm doing chess moves to make boxing, in the limelight, and I think I'm going to be that person that is going to carry it into the next generation. I really do feel like that. And people could say, you're going to lose, this, that, and so what if I lose?
Yeah.
Who cares? As long as I fight my ass off, and I know damn well I would never go down without fighting hard. Somebody would have to be, just a great fighter. I know I'm not going to lose to somebody that's not a great fighter because I could punch hard. I'm very fast. I got very good accuracy. So if you're not at a top level, you're going to get beat. That's just, I promise you that. So, and if I'm in a hard fight, that's fine. But I know damn well I'm going to entertain people because I'm going to go crazy on you. You're going to have to just have to beat me up. And I'll take the beating well. I'll take it on the chin. Damn, he beat my ass.
Yeah.
I would want my rematch anyways. I would be like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
And I'll hype it up the same way. All right, you got me one time, but you won't get me again. But that's the thing that people are missing in boxing. They think that's the sad part about boxing. The old generation, I think it was created by Floyd. They can't take an L and they can't be great. I mean, look at so many greats that took L's.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I'm gonna help out the sport, and whether these fighters like it or not, I'm gonna help them out, and I'm gonna give a lot of paychecks to a lot of people.
Yeah, and a testimony to what you're saying. You're fighting Luke Campbell, very tough opponent. I think if you could agree with me, I think he's gonna be the biggest test in your whole resume. Would you say that's correct?
You said the toughest test in my career?
Yeah, Luke Campbell, in terms of skill set, accomplishment, just overall in boxing.
Overall skill-wise, wise, I would say he's probably the toughest. He's not the hardest puncher. I don't think he's the fastest puncher, but I think technical wise, he's probably the best that I fought so far. And I just know that it's going to be an interesting fight because there's no way this man is going to come forward on me. I think he'll be on the back pedal, and I think he'll be boxing a lot of the fight. I'm interested to see how I handle that. I'm interested to see how he gets away from my punches because I have very good accuracy. So I'm just interested to see how he does against me and what his approach is. I'll adjust in the ring anyways, but I'm excited for this fight. It's the biggest one, and I'm going to give people what they want. They said that this guy was a test, and I'm going to beat him. The other test, I beat him. But this time they're really saying, "Oh, this is the test. This is the test," and it's funny because they say that every time. But
yeah.
I'm ready for it. Been training. I'm strong, powerful. I mean, every day I box, and I just see myself sparring. I'm like, all right. Like, I box and I get this realization, like, I know I have an edge on a lot of people. And I don't know what the edge is because I see some of these guys, man, they're very strong and very fast. But there's some reason I'm always connecting. And I'm just connecting on shots. And I just wonder, like, has to be some type of accuracy. It has to. I think I just got accuracy on a lot of people, timing. So, yeah, I'm interested in what Luke does.
With that fight, it's going to be a WBC eliminator for that fight, or it's just going to be... or?
You said WBC?
Yeah, is it a WBC eliminator? Like, winner of that fight fights Haney next, like, right away?
It's some interim title.
Okay.
Interim title, and then I guess mandatory to fight Devin Haney for the World Championship. Yeah, I guess this is the fight before Devin Haney. So they say. I honestly, I don't even know with all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff that goes in it. And, who's Devin Haney going to fight next?
They were saying Javier Fortuna or Yorkius Gamboa.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, those are good fights, I guess.
Man, would you mind if, because I seen Eddie Hearn say that he wants you guys to fight in the UK with a crowd. Is that something you like, or it doesn't really matter to you?
I just want to fight now. I don't care, not that I don't care for the audience and fans. I just want to fight soon. Waiting is just not my thing. So I want to fight it now. I think they want to wait till an audience to, me, I just want to get it on. I've been wanting to get it on. I've been wanting to fight, regardless of what we said in the media, about Ryan, don't want to fight, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I want to fight.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be the first prospect to fight, so far.
Yeah.
And fighting a good guy. So I've been staying off of social media. I haven't been responding nothing because I'm like, dude, I'm not going to keep defending myself on lies that are going to be forgotten about in a week. Every time they say something, it's forgot about in a week.
Yeah.
What am I wasting my time going back and forth, responding to these guys with like 5 retweets? I'm like, dude, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Nobody's even going to care about that in a week. So
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I'm going to let it be. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm just fed up. I'm just over it.
Yeah, but
these guys, the media don't want to give me my respect. I'm just going to go get it when I fight these guys. I'm going to every time I step in the ring, I have one intention. Whatever you do, I'm going to go get my respect. I don't care what you do. You could hit me with a rock, a fucking bazooka. I'm going to at least get my respect. I'm going to walk right through it and I'm going to beat your ass. So that's what my mentality is right now. You know what? Like, you probably do hit hard. You probably do this, but you're not going to get me off you that easily.
No, you're right about that, because one thing that I do agree with you in terms of not just media, but just people that don't even do the sport, right? They say, I'll give you an example, right? People be like, oh, Ryan didn't do this, he didn't get this fight. But then again, the people that are criticizing are the ones that never got in the ring, they never took a punch in the head in their life, and they don't even know the ins and outs of what's going on in the boxing. So all those people that say all this, like, I want them to get in the ring first, take a punch in the head, and then they can criticize. afterwards. That's just my opinion.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you talk to more fighters, I feel like more fighters have been giving me respect because, you know, I see that, you know, because they see that it's not easy to just be knocking people out in the first round. You know, like, and these guys aren't, you know, when guys are complete bums. The guys that fought, you know, I may have been too talented for them, but they definitely had a skill to them, and they gave people problems before. But, you know, I just caught them with some shit. I mean, I just know what's going to land. I just assess my opponent, and I find it quick. You know what I mean? Like, once I see an opportunity, my dad's always telling me that once you see a punch, you better just throw it, because you might not see that punch again in the fight.
Yeah.
So when I'm fighting, if I see an opening, you're going to get hit. It's your job to either take that or make sure you don't get hit with it. So I mean, that's my objective. I go in the ring, I see a shot, I'm gonna land it, regardless. And then you gotta make adjustments. That's just what it is.
Yeah, in regards to like other opponents in your weight class, Linares was originally supposed to fight you. He got tested positive with COVID. Like I said, hopefully he gets better and gets back in the ring soon. I know you mentioned some comments about you too.
You know what he didn't make sense about? What
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to touch up on?
Yeah.
He said that I edit my videos because I do them over and over again. That makes no sense. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
About that. How does that make sense? Oh, because I do a video again or twice or three times because I want to make it look a little better. That's editing it.
Yeah.
He doesn't make sense. And then he goes, I could do videos like that. Well, then do them. See how many views you get.
Yeah.
Do them. All power to you. And then he gets mad. I'm like, dude, you think I'm training like that? You think that's how I train? You think I'm just throwing fast punches? You think I'm just... Come on, man. I'm working on my skills. I'm actually working, but when I do videos, it's just to entertain people. I know how to entertain. I know what to shock people with. People don't want to see you working on technique. Some people do, but not the majority of people. These guys are thinking so small-minded. They're thinking in a box. They're like, oh, boxing. This is the only way to do things. No,
Yeah.
Videos are just videos. You think I'm working on throwing flurry punches?
I feel you,
see all these comments about guys like, oh yeah, all he does is short punches. Those are not real punches. For real power, you have to extend. I'm like, dude, no shit. I've been doing this since I was 7 years old. I think I know. I've won 14 national titles. I went in with the best and competed with the best. You think I'm gonna go in there and think, oh yeah, my technique has to be short punches? Come on, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
So people are so absent-minded, and they hate. I think their envy and hate gets in the way of common sense. Because common sense would say Ryan's just entertaining people right now. That's just entertaining type of video.
In terms of, you talk about the videos. I watched that video when you sent Jake Paul to the ambulance and everything. It was dope. I think the first 2 days it did 636,000 views on your channel. It was sick. Sick. I loved it.
That video went off. And then one of my videos on Instagram, I mean, literally, it was like a fast video of me doing the flurry pitches that nobody likes. I was wearing like a sauna suit. It got like 1 million likes. Like 1 million likes.
That's crazy.
Views, because I know I could get 1 million views, but 1 million likes. I was like, this shit is just gone crazy. Like my engagement is probably the best in boxing right now.
It is.
As boxers, my engagement is crazy right now. And it's more than a lot of professional athletes. And I'm not saying that because, I'm better than them or I'm this, that. It's just, I know how to entertain people. It's just all entertainment. That's what we do it for. We do it to entertain the fans. Without fans, if you beat a top dude, but there's nobody watching, nobody's going to care.
Yeah.
Not one person is going to care.
And
I'm tired of these dudes talking about sparring. Like, I see this little kid. I don't know who he is. He's from Ireland or something. And I kind of do remember sparring him. It was back, I think, back in 2016. I think right before I went to Eddie, like the fight before. And, I'm just sparring, just not knowing about him. I do rock him. I make him do the stinky leg, and I just stop hitting him because he was just running into shots. So, and then, he's just the type of fighter to keep throwing punches. So I'm just working on my skills. And then I guess 3 years later, or 4 years later, he's talking about he's sparring with Luke Campbell, telling Luke Campbell, oh yeah, Ryan couldn't take me. He's telling the media this, and then it enters the media, and I'm like, shit, I want to ignore it because that's what I usually do. But it's just a straight up lie. Like, when you lie like that, I'm just like, wow, dude, I really cracked you. And I went to the DM, like, dude, it was either your brother or you. I hit you with a left hook, and you were on wobbly legs. Why would I keep hitting you?
Yeah.
It's just sparring. I don't care. Like, people take sparring like it's the craziest thing in the world. Half of the punches you're taking in sparring, you wouldn't have to take them in a real fight. This is what guys don't get. Yeah, you're walking through those punches in a sparring match, but you're not walking through those punches in a real fight. I promise you not. You're not walking through. You might take them, but you're not walking right through. Like, I hit people crazy, and I'm like, damn, if it was a real fight, I'd probably be out of here, because I know what happens in a real fight. I hit people. That shit's just different. With 8-ounce gloves, it's just a little bit different, you know?
I feel you, champ. I remember the name now.
Wow.
Aaron McKenna. That was the dude's name. Aaron McKenna?
I don't know his name.
Yeah. Okay. No, but then again, think about it like this, man. They're trying to get a quick 15 minutes of fame out of your name.
But that's not gonna get nobody to know then.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
That's not that doesn't get you nowhere. The best person to ever do was Rolly Romero.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I like Rolly, man. I think that he's smarter than people think he is. He may have gotten on my nerves a lot, which he did get on my nerves a lot, but I watch his videos, and I watch how he talks. You know, I'm like, you know what? He's just an entertainer, too. He's doing it, and, you know, he may have pissed me off and used my name a lot of the times, which, all right, it's cool. But he did it probably the best way possible. He was hilarious when he did it. But all best to him. I think he's fighting soon. Good luck to you.
Yeah, fighting Saturday.
Hopefully he wins. And I know people would love that fight too. He made it what it is, and now it's good. Now it could be a good fight one day. So yeah. I wouldn't mind going in there with him. He's a big puncher too. You know what I mean? All these dudes have some attributes to them that are great.
Yeah.
And I can't take nothing from them. They're got good attributes, and shit. That's all I say.
Yeah. We know that. As you compliment Rolly in terms of how he's did it, entertainment, so when you guys fight, it's going to be bigger, right? In terms of maximizing profits and, you know, building a fan base, realistically, how many pay-per-view buys do you think Gervonta Davis and Leo Santa Cruz will generate in their pay-per-view fight?
If me and Gervonta did it?
No. When Gervonta fights Leo Santa Cruz.
Oh, Leo Santa Cruz?
And Gervonta.
It's challenging because of the times. I think they'll do good. I don't think they'll do great numbers. I don't know. Honestly, we'll just have to see. I know that Gervonta is a big fighter right now, but that fight doesn't have hype around it. You got to remember that. There's no hype around that fight. Nobody's like really jumping out their seats like, damn, Leo Santa Cruz versus. I haven't heard nobody talk about it. I've heard little whispers, but not anybody jumping around. Like, if Devin was fighting me, if Gervonta was fighting me, you'll hear everybody in the world talking about it. You know what I mean? But they won't do crazy numbers. They'll do all right numbers. It kind of reminds me of, I was going to say Mayweather Gatti, but not even that was that hype. But it probably did okay numbers. I think they're going to do okay numbers. That's just what I think.
Will it do over 500,000 pay-per-view buys?
You said 100,000?
No, 500,000.
No, I think they'll do 325, 225. But I don't think they'll pass 500,000 mark.
Do you give Leo Santa Cruz a high chance in beating Tank because everybody thinks Tank is just going to knock him out in their fight?
I think that Leo is a little too small for Gervonta Davis, in my opinion. I don't think his punches will affect Gervonta Davis. That's Gervonta Davis's favorite type of fight, is when the guy's a little smaller and he doesn't have that much pop. Leo's a good fighter, don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter, but he's just too small. Gervonta loves those type of fights a lot. because he's a walk down type of fighter. So when I say that, what I mean by that is he likes to just, you know, use his just little movements to just, you know, let you throw your punches, and once he gets close enough, he's gonna rip his shots until you get out of there. So if you don't have enough power or enough physical strength, you're not going to do that good against Gervonta Davis. You have to have some power behind you, and you have to have some physical strength, because if you don't, he's going to decide to walk you down.
Yeah. One thing I do want to advocate, right, on your part, right, because what really pisses me off, right, is that I look at the zone, right, they give Canelo a deal, they give Triple G a deal, they give all these other fighters deals, but they don't give you your own individual. They don't give, the zone hasn't given you your own exclusive deal. I want to advocate that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What you say?
I was saying that I wish the zone would have gave you like an exclusive deal like they have for Canelo and Triple G.
Oh yeah, I don't know, honestly. I don't know why I don't get that type of. I don't know. They I don't know what to even say to that. I think that I think I have a lot of upside. I think there's a lot of big fights in me too, so I don't know why I wouldn't. You know, I have a lot of huge fights in front of me. I see a lot of money to be made with me versus Devin, me versus Gervonta, and me versus Lomachenko. All those fights are huge, and I got 3 huge fights and possible rematches. So I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Pick me as one of those type of fighters that have their own deal. You know what I mean? But it's fine. Just gotta get through these people. I have to do something more amazing. I gotta get even bigger, but that's fine because I want to carry this generation of boxers, and I want to make something. I want to keep boxing alive.
How do you feel about Mike Tyson coming back? Exhibition with Roy Jones.
That's hilarious. I don't know how competitive that will be. I don't even know if it... Because you could be... Like, they weren't even in condition for their last fight.
Yeah.
How are they going to be conditioned 10 years later? You know what I mean? Boxing, you have to be on it all the time. Like, the moment I take 2 weeks off, I feel weird. So, I mean, that's gonna be that was 10 years, man.
Yeah. Yo, you know what's crazy? You say that because I stopped working out for 3 days. I lose my 6-pack and I feel bad about myself, bro.
No, exactly. Like, I feel weird when I take time off. I'm like, I'm so off right now.
Yeah. That's crazy, champ. Before I let you go, break down this fight, Errol Spence and Danny Garcia.
I think Danny's going to surprise a lot of people and perform really good. I think it'll be a close fight.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a close fight. I mean, to me, it's 50-50. You can't underestimate Danny. Every time Danny's underestimated, he fights better. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, we noticed that, like, when he's not supposed to win, he wins.
Yeah.
So, this is right in his category. When he starts catching a guy, he gets confident. So, I think he's going to be able to hit Errol Spence more than people think he is. And I think it's going to be a better fight than people... Because I hear people think that Errol Spence is just going to beat him. But then Danny Garcia is never that type of fighter just to let somebody beat him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be a good fight. That's what I like about Danny, you know. He always pick on his... When his, back's against the ropes and people think he's going to lose, he wins. So, we'll see.
No, definitely. Like I said, the only one video I wish you can do, Ryan, Mr. Beast and Face Rug. Those are the videos I want to see with you, champ.
Who, Mr. Beast?
Yeah, and Face Rug. Yeah, Mr. Beast and Face Rug.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with Face Rug. I think I'll link up with him soon because he lives right where I live. He lives like 15 minutes away.